Goolsby and Purcell, northern side of Purcell. But the red line, center line right now is coming in from Cole to Goolsby. And then from there, southeast Norman is the red line, center line. Southeast Norman, we're talking about from the Lloyd Noble Center to the south and to the east. So Slaughterville, Noble area, there's your time of arrival. And we're looking at Norman area. It's a little after 5 o'clock here, and it's 5 till 5 right now. Let's go back over to the max number 3 here. Look at max 3, and it's still spinning away right here. And as you can clearly see, it's gone past Cole now, the center of that spin. And there's a weakness there right where the possible tornado is located. So it's traveling down the highway east of Cole, and it's traveling over to Goolsby and then Noble and near Slaughterville, but Noble and Goolsby, and then the big hails in purple on the northern side of the mesocyclone here. That's on Highway 9 around the Riverwind Casino and South Norman and even up to Central Norman. And right now we're showing 2 to 2.6 inch diameter hail. Who do we have here, guys? That has good looking pictures. We can go to them. We've got, I think, 8 trackers. Let's go to Aaron Brackett here live. Aaron?
All right, yeah, Mike, we were just by the Riverwind Casino about 3 minutes ago. Now we're on Highway 9 east of 35. The hail size was increasing very rapidly, so I can verify that here on the ground, that's for sure. Right now, we're actually right by the National Weather Service here on Highway 9, so we're heading up to the east, trying to stay ahead of this thing, looking for any circulation. The sky kind of has a little green tint to it out there, definitely a green tint, and a just absolute wall of black on the way. So that hail size was coming up. We were getting some quarters, but I was trying to stay out ahead of it, and that's what we're doing right now, blasting east on Highway 9. Rainfall rate's absolutely torrential out here, and we're looking for that rotation. Mike, we'll keep you updated here as we keep going on.
Appreciate that, Aaron. So I-35, Purcell in the south and Moore in the north has been closed. Both, Purcell in the south, you can't go northbound, and Moore, you can't go southbound. So I-35, they've closed it between Moore and Purcell, Oklahoma. And right now, still not showing, looks like it kind of exhaled. I think Bob Moore Chopper 4 is airborne. And we can go back with a full tank of Jet A fuel here, full tank of gas. John Welsh joins us now live. John?
Yeah, Mike, we're just kind of southeast of Westheimer, shooting back towards that storm. Newcastle Casino, Riverwind Casino is going to be there in the bottom of our shot. And you can see we can get a pretty decent picture of the actual lowering. We can see the rain coming down in there, and it is extremely heavy. There's a lot of lightning on the north side of the storm that's coming into the southwest sides of Norman right now. But as far as any rotation or any lowering, we still are not able to see it just because the lack of light that's in there, and then too the amount of heavy rain that's in there. So if it is in there and rotating, we're probably not going to be able to see it just due to the heavy amounts of rain.
Okay, John, appreciate that. John lifted off from Max to Westheimer in Norman, and he's now over Noble. Still showing, let's go over to the south dop here, still showing strong circulation of a mesocyclone, but in the center of the circulation now is about 2.5 to 3 to the north of Washington. So it's going to be crossing I-35 here very close and just south of Goolsby. So Goolsby's located right here, so it's going to be going over Goolsby and then crossing I-35 at Goolsby, and then from there over Noble. So at this point, when we have a mesocyclone like this, you can have little spin-ups that can occur with tornadic activity, but the circulation itself is not as powerful as it was earlier. A lot of power poles snapped around Ninnakaw, from what we understand, down in Grady County when it went right over Ninnakaw. So we'll be checking that out. Emily Sutton now joins us live from not too far from Southwest Norman. Emily, what do you have?
35 and Johnson Road.
Yeah, hi, Mike. We're by 35 and Johnson Road. We're about to get to the I-35 corridor. We've been tracking this closely, and, the thing that I caution, I know you're talking about it, that it's recycling, but it's going to be challenging to actually see it because it will likely be rain-wrapped if anything does actually occur. We were really close to the circulation about 10 minutes ago, and we couldn't see anything except the base initially, but then just a huge shield of rain. So folks need to keep that in mind, that you need to take those tornado safety precautions, whether it's actually we're able to see it or not. Mike?
Okay, Emily, appreciate that. The circulation is tightening up a little bit northwest of Washington. So let's go to Reed Timmer. That's a shot there from Emily. Let's go ahead and check out Reed's view. Reed is inside this mesocyclone. Reed, you've been tracking this now for a long time. What do you see inside of there? There's still a pretty tight little area there just to the northwest of Washington. What do you have?
Yeah, Mike, I'm on Highway 9 right now, and the distance has definitely deteriorated since I talked to you last. There's just an accident back there on Highway 9. Hydroplaning saying that guy was okay, thankfully. But I'm getting really close to the circulation. The wind is increasing, and I've got easterly component winds here on Highway 9. Is this circulation going to cross Highway 9 west of Norman? I'm getting close to it. I'm on Highway 9, headed that way. It looks very dark ahead. Hill size is increasing. I've seen some golf balls in here, sporadic golf balls. And we got traffic stopping up here ahead. But yeah, I can barely see anything, Mike. I've got to be getting really close to the circulation. Back to you.
Okay, so what we have here, let's go ahead and take a little broader look here. Let's go over to Max 2. Let's go to Max 2 here and check out Max 2. So still a tornado warning. The circulation now is on the northern side of Washington. The biggest hail here is running from west and south Norman, back down through the Riverwind, the bright red and the purple, and then back down to Cole. That's the biggest hail. Let's check out that hail size earlier. It was 2.6. Matt, go over there to 2 and let's check that out. There it is. Thank you, Libby. Sarah Libby is here, and we have still big hail here, and this is still going to be about 2 to 2.5 inches in diameter, the way it looks, maybe 2.2, 2.3, and that's now coming into Goldsby and also in South Norman. So Riverwind Casino still showing some large hail. A lot of golf balls here, a lot of golf balls. There might be a couple between golf ball and tennis ball size, but the biggest hail is from southwest Norman and South Norman down toward Goldsby. That's the biggest hail right now. A lot of golf balls, could be some golf ball to almost tennis ball size hail. The tornado warning does continue for McLean and western sections of Cleveland County, and the circulation will go to the south of Norman. The circulation, the parent circulation, the mesocyclone circulation will go south of Norman. But the big hail will go through parts of Norman. Let's go to Reed. He's up there in southwest Norman right now with some large hail. Reed, what do you have?
Yeah, Mike, I just passed Santa Fe on Highway 9, and there's big hail. It's bigger than golf balls out here. I can verify that. They're coming down, exploding around the vehicle. I haven't had any hit the windshield yet. Now I've got southerly winds here on Santa Fe and Highway 9, which means that the circulation still could be headed this direction. Very dark ahead of me. Extremely strong winds here. Just east of Santa Fe on Highway 9. That's confirmed. We've got northeasterly winds.
Is your hail on Highway 9?
Highway 9.
How big?
Yeah, hail on Highway 9 in Santa Fe.
I'm sorry. Say that again. How big's your hail down on Highway 9?
It was bigger than golf ball at Santa Fe and Highway 9.
Bigger than golf ball in southwest Norman. South Norman right now.
I-35 too, same size.
Bigger, yeah, same size on I-35 here on Highway 9. So bigger than golf balls. This is all over here at the Riverwind is where this is right now. And that's where Reed is, bigger than golf balls. So that's pretty damaging hail. Let's join Kevin and Linda over at the news desk. Guys?
Thank you very much, Mike. We have reports right now of hail the size of grapefruits that fell near Lake Latonka in the Lawton area. We also know that we had one person who had to run to their car for safety after their mobile home or home was destroyed. Let's take a look at the picture here.
Giant hail in Latonka, Oklahoma. Now,
Goodness.
don't you know they're going to have some insurance claims coming down from that direction?
Absolutely.
We should also know that Tony Beverly, one of our live truck operators, is right now hunkered down across from Riverwind, trying to avoid damage to the vehicles down there. But he is there watching the storm as it comes through. He's sending us back pictures, but you could see from the size of that hail that this is a serious storm in terms of damage.
They did have one person who had to run to her car for safety after her trailer was blown away, that in Comanche County. So more of these reports are coming into us, and of course we'll continue to report them to you. Let's show you our radio partners right now, where if you're going to be out and about, you can continue to listen to us, and there you see the list of many here in the metro area.
And let us remind you that I-35 is shut down from Tecumseh Road in Norman to Purcell, all as a result of this storm that's moving through that area. The University of Oklahoma Highway 76 is shut down as well. I want to tell you that. The University of Oklahoma has issued a tornado warning for their students there. They're advising them to stay in the buildings they're in, but to go to lower floors and also to go to inner rooms. So parents, be advised that your kids are aware or should be aware of what's going on in Norman right now.
We're also getting reports of power poles.